welcome to Sunshine Reports in Osrc Television. I am Obi Chukwemeka Uti and compliments of the season. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Dr. Bernard Mohammed Doro, says the federal government is working hard to reduce the poverty levels in Nigeria. Speaking with newsmen in Akure, the minister said his ministry has begun implementing policies to reduce poverty and support citizens in achieving resilience, independence, and self-sufficiency. Dr. Doro further said the federal government will collaborate closely with the Ondo State government to reduce poverty, stressing that engagement with local governments, which has recorded 19.7 households, to ensure social interventions reach intended beneficiaries.
It is quite a huge mandate. It is a big trust that Mr. President has imposed on myself. Our country is faced with several challenges. Currently, with about 63% of our citizens with dimensional poverty, and about 30% there about ultra poor. So to have this number to try and do something to better the life of the people is quite overwhelming at first, but having put in some few weeks in this role, we are bringing out policies that will help us to be able to achieve the mandate of Mr. President to reduce poverty in this land, to help people transition from a situation of poverty to a life of resilience and independence and self-sufficiency. And that is a task before us. And so far, we thank God that we're able to map out a very clear plan to be able to achieve this for Mr. President and for the country. We are obviously strengthening the National Social Register, which is a tool that we use to register the poor and the vulnerable. And so far at the moment, we have up to 19.7 million households that have been captured by, in the National Social Register. So our plan is to make this more robust, to make it more fit for purpose, so that we can utilize the National Social Register to be able to reach the intended beneficiary of all social intervention, all social safety nets, and also humanitarian intervention. So our desire is to keep expanding this, because we know that a lot of Nigerians live in the vulnerable and poor Nigerians live in rural areas. So we're going to beam our searchlight there until we're able to gather those that need our support, those that will need, to be helped, so that we can achieve this feat.
That was the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Dr. Bernard Mohammed Doro, speaking there on efforts towards poverty reduction in Nigeria. The federal government has identified Ondo State as one of Nigeria's lowest performers in multidimensional poverty. This was revealed by the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Bernard Doro, during a luncheon hosted by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa for all traditional rulers in Ondo State. The event took place at the Government House Banquet Hall in Akure. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports.
Traditional rulers, top government officials, lawmakers, and political associates convened in the banquet hall of the Government House in Akure for a special luncheon. The event was organized by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa specifically for all traditional rulers across the state. Setting the tone at the event, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, lauded Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's loyalty to culture and traditional institutions.
It has never happened in the history of Ondo State for a governor to give it to call our entire
We apologize for that interruption in the report. In another development, people of Akure North local government area of Ondo State have lauded the humanitarian gesture of the lawmaker representing the constituency at Ondo State House of Assembly, Kolawole Ologede. According to them, his empowerment program has been consistent since he assumed office more than 2 years ago. Omarele Bonji reports that the legislature celebrated his constituents with the distribution of food and cash gifts.
At Itaubulu, leaders of All Progressives Congress, alongside vulnerable persons, widows and the elderly, assembled to interface with the lawmaker representing the area. They eulogized his generous lifestyle, which according to them has continued to impact them positively, not only within their constituency, but also across the political space.
He gave us rice, then I never opened this one. Then he gave money to go and make the preparation for that rice. He's a man.
Ọwọ́ wọn á máa ròkè o, ìyanu á máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ayé wọn o, ọwọ́ wọn ò ní dilẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù.
The lawmaker Kayode Ologede also visited Obaile, where another set of beneficiaries patiently waited on him.
Wọ́n try fún wa gan, fún àwa opó, fún àwọn àgbà tó ti dàgbà tí wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Wọ́n ràn wá lọ́wọ́ fún wa lóúnjẹ ọdún. Wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún nìyẹn. Ọdún tó kọjá mo gbà. Ọdún yìí mo tún gba envelope owó. Ó wá pín oúnjẹ àti owó fún wa. Inú wa dùn sí o.
Chairman of the council, Johnson Ogunbolude and other leaders thanked Ologede for the gesture, describing the peaceful exercise a testament to unity and oneness in the local government.
It's also a plus to our party for both of us as a legislator and the executive chairman of the council that will come together. I think it's our people will not be suffering for what they are supposed to get from the government.
The benefit now is that Akure North is one. And we are getting the dividend of democracy, which is the most important thing. Our people are enjoying now. They are getting what they deserve. Unlike before, 2 people will collect this thing. It will not go round. But now the MHA now says he wants to see for himself what is going on. And this is what we are seeing.
Speaking of the motive behind the gesture, Kayode Ologede said he was giving back to his people irrespective of political differences. According to the lawmaker, the empowerment program aligns with the Our Ease agenda of Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, aimed at easing the burden on the people during the youth-out.
I'm following the agenda of our dear governor, his agenda, just to ease the tension of December, so that some of our people will be able to have something on their table. I give it across to every citizen of Akure North because I belong to them. During my election, everybody was outside voting me.
Kayode Ologede represents Akure North constituency, which comprises a total of 12 wards. Omoriola Hungbiji, Osrc News.
The palace of the Deji of Akure was aglow with worship and celebration as Akure sons and daughters gathered for the 2025 Royal Carol, an annual event aimed at celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ while fostering unity and community development. This year's edition, themed Victory at Last, featured scripture readings, music, ministrations, inspiring sermon, and community empowerment. Our reporter Joy Pius has details.
The ancient palace of the Deji of Akure came alive with songs of praise and thanksgiving as the 2025 Royal Carol drew sons and daughters of Akure Kingdom from far and near. With the theme, Victory at Last, the event reflected on hope, perseverance, and triumph, as several prominent Akure indigents took turn to render Bible readings, setting a worship tone for the carol service. Preaching on the theme of the program, Reverend Olumuyiwa Ige, focused on the turbulent circumstances surrounding the birth of Jesus Christ, highlighting how trials and uncertainties eventually paved the way for divine victory and fulfillment.
Ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ Bíbélì jẹ́ kó yé wa pé àkókò tá a bí Jésù yẹn àwọn ènìyàn ti wà for 400 years láì kò sí àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ kankan for solid 400 years, but all of a sudden a gbọ́ wípé a bí ọmọkùnrin yẹn, ìràwọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tàn, ògo Ọlọ́run bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jáde, ọ̀run ṣí fún wọn, wọ́n padà ní ìbáṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run. Ìkejì, ìdánilójú bíbọ́ lọ́wọ́ amúnisìn ó padà jẹ́ ìpín wọn.
Various tunes took center stage as guest gospel artists, including the Emerald Choir, delivered soul-lifting ministrations that resonated across the palace grounds.
Jésù Kristi ọmọ Maria ló dé ọmọ tuntun jòjòló. Kúlùbù yẹyẹ jòjòló, ọ̀run dé ọmọ tuntun jòjòló.
The palace staff choir also thrilled the congregation with powerful rendition celebrating the birth of Christ, which drew applause from the audience. In his remarks, the Deji of Akure, Oba Alade Toyinbo Aladelusi, expressed gratitude to God for the success of the royal carol and offered prayers for continued peace, unity and development of Akure Kingdom. The monarch commended the commitment of Akure sons and daughters to the growth of the community and called for sustained cooperation for progress.
You know, every year getting better. This year is better than last year. Next year will be better than this. Keep on growing. Akure is moving. It's moving and it's moving fast. We continue to get better. Victory at last.
The event reached its climax with an empowerment program where about 60 indigents benefited from an initiative of the monarch. Special community service awards were also presented to distinguished individuals in recognition of their outstanding contributions to the development of Akure community. The Royal Carol is expected to continue serving as a platform for spiritual reflection, cultural identity, and community development in Akure Kingdom. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
In the meantime, with less than 24 hours to Christmas, prices of foods and goods appear to be dropping in major markets across Akure, the district capital. A market survey conducted by Adewumi Taiwo reveals that prices of some perishable food items have gone down slightly compared to what obtained a few months ago.
Commercial activities usually peak during festive seasons. However, findings from some major markets in Akure indicate that despite the youth, prices of certain commodities have reduced to some extent. Traders attribute the low level of patronage to buyers, limited purchasing power, coupled with the high cost of transportation involved in conveying goods to the markets. Some traders took turns to share their experiences on sales this Christmas season.
The market is somehow simply because there is an increase in transport fare. Presently, the transport fare is in between the range of 500 to 600,000. But before, it's not up to that.
So for you to convey all these goods
yes, actually, right from north down to this place.
Things are very costly last year, actually, but this year, we thank God, things have been coming down.
A tomato seller at Shasha Market expressed dissatisfaction with the volume of sales, noting that patronage has been lower than expected for the season.
The smallest basket is in between the range of 30 to 35. The middle basket is 40,000, while the largest basket is 45 to 50,000.
Elsewhere, another trader also confirmed low patronage, saying sales have not been encouraging, while adding that prices of rice currently vary depending on the brand and quality.
See now, like Christmas, we dey see mass in the market take things cheap or very okay. It dey okay past last year, but money no dey. Last year, money dey, but food, things, in cost. This rubber they say Igbo 1.5 to 3,000 naira. This year we are selling 1H, 1.9, 2,000. Depends. Rice is very cheap now, and it still dey come down now. Rice.
Like how much?
Like which type of rice? Local rice, what would they say 3,000 naira last year? This year we are selling 1.5. But that money now be the issue. Money not too dey sure. Now I pick up, but make government abeg go. Make them see put it mouth there. Make them see put eyes there.
Residents who spoke with our correspondent said the cost of food items is relatively cheaper compared to a few months ago. While some welcomed the price reduction, others appealed to government to intensify efforts at improving the economy and easing the hardship faced by citizens.
We thank God things are a bit affordable, at least compared to last year. It is just a bit different between now and previous years. So like before now, basket of tomato 9,000, but now 14.
This year is better, but there's no money to buy those items. We have tomatoes. No, tomatoes this year is a bit cost. But when you talk about the food cost, they are a bit better than last year. Last year was expensive. This year we can still have a bag of rice, 6,000 naira.
The market survey ahead of Christmas shows that while prices of some food items have slightly reduced in major markets across Akure, low purchasing power and high transportation costs continue to limit buyers' patronage. As residents prepare for the festive season, traders remain hopeful that sales will improve in the days leading up to Christmas, even as many call on government to implement measures that will further stabilize prices and boost economic activities. Adewumi Taiwo, OSRC News.
We'll now bring you the report where we told you that the federal government has identified Ondo State as one of Nigeria's lowest performers in multi-dimensional poverty. This was revealed by the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Bernard Doro, during a luncheon hosted by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa for all traditional rulers in Ondo State. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports.
Traditional rulers, top government officials, lawmakers, and political associates convened in the banquet hall of the Government House in Akure for a special luncheon. The event was organized by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa specifically for all traditional rulers across the state. Setting the tone at the event, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, lauded Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's loyalty to culture and traditional institutions.
It has never happened in the history of Ondo State for the governor to give it to have our Kabiyesi in the entire 18 local government of Ondo State, having about 200.
The chairman of the Council of Obas and the Olowo, Oba Ajibade Ogunwoye, applauded Governor Aiyedatiwa's transformative leadership, presenting a letter and a card of appreciation. The Olowo reaffirmed
the government for the traditional institution, that is key, the Obas Secretariat, the provision of official vehicles to all the traditional rulers.
In separate goodwill messages, a federal lawmaker, Abiola Makinde, and former Deputy Governor Omolade Oluwateru, who is also a former Nigeria's ambassador to Uganda, described the governor's initiative as commendable.
We also want to say thank you to you
you for all your support, and God will continue to bless you in the mighty name of Jesus.
In all spheres of Ondo State, development speaks in the day, in the night, and in our evenings.
I am impressed the way you are doing it now. When we talked, but myself, I am very, very practical. I've seen this urban renewal very soon. I'm fine again.
You upgraded the KBC. I said, is governor going to be KBC one day? And then again, you gave them cars. I said, this one is like governor is going to be KBC. And again, you brought all of them together. You have not only done this for the state, but you have done it for us who are politicians.
The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Bernard Doro, commended Governor Aiyedatiwa's strides and disclosed that Ondo State ranks among Nigeria's lowest in multi-dimensional poverty.
I want to congratulate you for you haven't waited for a ministry to come over before you release poverty. You have done that on your own. But I would like to assure you that we will join hands with the governor and with the different arms of government in Ondo State to make sure that we reduce that 27% to much more.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa praised traditional rulers and key party officials for their support, acknowledging their role in fostering peace, security, and development across the state. The governor also appreciated religious leaders for their prayers, stating that their backing strengthens his administration.
Your role as urban, your various domains, has helped this government different ways to allow peace to reign in your various domains is something that this government appreciates. The executive order is that from 2027, Ondo for Tinubu as our president and leader of the APC.
The governor spotlighted key initiatives like the deep sea port, refinery, petrochemical fertilizer plant, and Nigeria's first methanol plant, now operational and slated for commissioning in early January 2026.
Our focus, which is the security, welfare of our people, it is what is our primary mandate that we are pursuing. And these can be pursued in different ways, and that is what we have been doing. Creating an enabling environment for everyone, for structural development. A lot of them have been mentioned earlier, I don't need to reiterate or repeat them.
He reaffirmed commitment to building a state through sustained peace, welfare, and development. Speaking to newsmen, attendees, including federal lawmaker Timei Adelegbe, commended Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa for promoting traditional institutions in Ondo State.
The government has a background giving them to decentralize, which I think itself has not been as massive as this, because almost it's cutting across most of the governments.
I'm lucky also to be a traditional ruler at this time that Mr. Lucky is the governor. You know, I got to the throne not less than 3 weeks getting there. I got a brand new car.
From the banquet hall of the government house in Akure, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Akure, the Ondo State capital, is bursting with holiday cheer this Yuletide season, a period of joy and reunion. Thousands of Nigerians embark on journeys to their hometowns to celebrate Christmas with loved ones. Findings across major motor parks in the city reveal increased passenger movement, higher transport fares, and heavy vehicular traffic as road users brave the challenges in the spirit of the season. Our correspondent Abidemi Akinrotoye reports.
The Yuletide season has transformed Akure into a hive of movement and anticipation. Motor parks that once echoed with routine daily activities are now crowded with travelers, families clutching tickets, luggage stacked high, and faces light up with hope and excitement as travelers eagerly await their journeys home. At the Benin and Abuja Motor Park, the chairman, Olugbenga Agbebi, described this year's Christmas rush as moderate when compared with last year. He attributed the difference of prevailing economic realities and rising transport costs.
To service now is about 70,000 naira, and we must service our car twice in a month. So apart from this, that we are driving the vehicle, we need our children will go to the school. So we are doing everything about in the income of what we have from the vehicle. So that's why the fares is not reduced. But I wonder that as the fare is not reduced, the passengers are still moving.
Agbebi also raised concerns over drivers to overloading vehicles in a bid to maximize profits, a practice he said compromises comfort and safety for passengers. Beyond the excitement of the season, travelers are grappling with increased transport fares and traffic congestion, especially on major routes leading out of the state. Despite these challenges, many passengers say the desire to reunite with family outweighs the inconvenience.
I decided to go because I want to go and see my parents. That's why I go.
Speaking on safety measures, the chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Ademola Odudu, said relevant agencies are collaborating to ensure safer movement within and outside Ondo State during the festive season. He urged both drivers and passengers to take responsibility by obeying traffic rules and avoiding unsafe practices.
Soil issue is what causes a lot of atrocities, insecurities. It promotes insecurities. It promotes crime. It accommodates dubious character of people. So, and we want to make this known and extend it to our customer and the good people of Ondo State that travel from one place to the other. They should not too much be at hurry. They should not contribute to the problem of way transport as the drivers, especially at TW.
Odudu further called on traffic officials and the Federal Road Safety Corps to intensify monitoring, curb reckless driving, and prevent vehicle overloading to reduce road accidents. Also speaking, the state chairman of the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, Bolaniwa Adewale, emphasized that road safety is a shared responsibility requiring cooperation among drivers, passengers, and enforcement agencies.
To our drivers to please keep the rule. When you are traveling, don't drink alcoholic, and make sure that you don't carry overloading.
As Christmas celebrations peak, road users are encouraged to exercise patience, obey traffic regulations, and look out for one another, ensuring that the season of joy is not overshadowed by avoidable road mishaps. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
And that does it on Sunshine Reports. Many thanks for watching and compliments of the season.